Is it shark time?
It's cold in here, baby.
Oh, God. There must be some sharks in this atmosphere. It is cold in here.
It's ice cold. Ice.
That's right. Bring it on reference right here on a sports podcast. You're welcome, America.
You know what they should do? The next national anthem for the next game, they should have Foreigner come in and then he just breaks out cold as ice.
Yeah.
Or vanilla ice.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
yeah.
All the ices.
Yeah.
Ice tea, ice cube, bring them all out.
Yeah, totally. So the Sharks had a rough week. They lost. All three of these games were at home. They lost to Columbus 6-5 in overtime. They had actually fought down 2 goals on 3 separate occasions in that game to tie it and then lose in overtime. That is rough. And Columbus is the worst team in the league. The Sharks are the second worst team in the league, but that's your Eastern Conference bottom dweller versus the Western Conference bottom dweller. And they couldn't get the job done there. Not the end of the world, though. They then play against Seattle and lose 2-1 in overtime.
Stop going to overtime.
Yeah, these meaningless 1 point,
Stop getting a point.
It's a pity point. If you're gonna lose in regulation, And then the New York Islanders come in and just absolutely shithouse the Sharks 4-1. They're currently 19 wins, 37 losses, 14 overtime losses, which is bad enough for 8th in the Pacific, dead last, 16th in the West, and as I said, 31st in the NHL for the draft seeding. So they are in line to grab a really high pick. Could be the number 1 pick. We'll see, because they do operate a draft lottery. So you just really need to be in that top 3 to really have a good shot at getting the top pick. So we'll see what happens.
Do we get a Duck update here, or
they're like flying above us now?
They're clear 4 points at least. I didn't actually check because I was just so disappointed.
They're 4 points ahead of us. Yeah. They have 56 or 52. But what's annoying about these overtimes?
They flew by and they were like, "Hey, quack quack, motherfucker!"
That's right.
Yeah, we missed all of our shots, and then that little dog laughs at you.
Right.
So we have 52 points. What's annoying about these overtime losses is that we're getting a point. So we could be 1 point away from Columbus and trying to get the top seed. But now we're 3 points clear because we keep getting a point in overtime. So Columbus has 49, we have 52. So
yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass at this point. The Sharks were the first team mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. The Eastern Conference, their wild cards are a little bit lower than the Western Conference wild cards, so that's why Columbus wasn't technically eliminated first, even though they're lower in the standings than the Sharks are. So the Sharks, that was on Wednesday, the March 15th, when the Sharks were eliminated. And to top it all off, they are sending William Eklund, the kid who just got his first 2 NHL goals in back-to-back games. They sent him back down to the San Jose Barracuda to help them with their playoff push. And I guess the logic there was, we're going to make sure that he's playing some meaningful games. We want to give him some playoff experience and things of that nature. I think at this point, that's some good spin. It's some good spin. That's the way that they're spinning it. The problem is, I don't believe it for a second, like that this is actually going to help him. In fact, this might push him out of the door of San Jose with his first free agency chance. I don't know, because he's clearly pissed off about this. He wants to stay up with the big club and wants to keep playing in NHL games, and you can only get, iron sharpens iron. So look, that's kind of
Vince.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Eklund is too good. He's ruining the Sharks' chances at a top draft pick.
He's definitely the fourth, maybe the third best forward on the team for sure right now.
He's causing problems.
Tomas Hertl, Logan Couture, those are the 2 ahead of him. And then Barabanov, I think, is probably a little bit ahead of him right now, but I think that's where he slots in, is right there. He's like your 4th best forward. So yeah.
At least we get to watch Eklund this weekend.
Yes, that's right. We are going to the
silver line.
We've talked about it like for several weeks. We're finally making it happen. I'm gonna lie and say that this is part of my birthday plan. So we're gonna see the San Jose Barracuda, and we're gonna have a great time and watch some team play some meaningful hockey down the stretch, because they are in it for the playoffs right now. They're, the top 7 make the playoffs in the American Hockey League. So, and they're right there, right on that bubble. So let's go watch a win, huh?
Hell yeah.
You're listening to the SVT podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the bell to get alerts when we post new episodes. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SVT Sports Pod. Slide into our DMs. We would love to interact with you.